Alright, so, just in case I cut out the first little bit that I recorded with my face, today I will be making taco soup. You can see the shadow of a sweet potato on the edge of the screen. But it's very simple. I call it my lazy soup. It's also very good. Where did I put the hamburger? It's over there. Alright, well, for all intents and purposes, I have a pound of hamburger along with this, which you need to brown up, but I will show you guys all the steps, which is like 2. So, there's going to be a pound of hamburger. You can make that less, you can make it more. That's just you. But I think the original recipe calls for a pound. Now, I take a little bit of liberties with everything. I make it my own kind of thing. So, this is diced tomatoes with green chilies. Sometimes I get with onion, or with chopped onions with it. Sometimes I get it with herbs. It just depends on how I feel that day when I buy the stuff. So, 2 cans of this. 2 cans of whatever kind of beans you want. Today I'm going with pork and beans, 2 different kinds, because that's just what I happen to have in my pantry, and then 2 cans of corn, whole kernel, if you can. If you don't happen to have that, and you don't want to go to the store, you can do whatever, but this is what I do. Once again, 2 different ones, because that's what I happen to have in my, pantry, and then 1 packet of taco seasoning mix, and sometimes I don't use the whole thing. Today I'll probably be using the whole thing, because I'm actually going to have more meat in it than I usually do. I personally usually do, somewhere in between 1/2 and 3/4 of a pound of taco meat, or, of hamburger meat. That's just because meat is really expensive and I'm really poor. But anyway, let me go ahead and get the meat browning, and I will show you guys the rest of it. Okay, so we've gotten to this point. You can still see, well, you might not be able to see. I can see it, though, for sure. There is still a little tiny bit of pink in the hamburger, but that's fine. We're not done cooking. So, let me put the spoon somewhere that is not right in the shot. I'm still, oh, you can still see where I put that sweet potato last night, and I haven't cleaned up after it. Was it last night? Yeah, it was last night where I was cooking the dog treats. Yeah. So, there we go. Got that going. So, I've already opened all of these cans, and sometimes I drain them. Today I'm not. I'm gonna kind of play it by ear. The corn I might end up draining, but, you know, the liquid is always good. It still has some flavor in it, and also, I personally don't add any extra liquid to this. You could add beef stock if you really, really wanted to, and that's okay if you want to do it that way. And 2, if, you know what, I'm actually going to drain the beans. I do not like the look of the liquid. Give me 1 moment. As always, be careful when you are messing with cans that you've opened with a can opener. Sharp edges. I did not cut my finger, but I've come very close quite a few times today. Today I am quite derpy. What are you eating? Stop it! My dog just showed up and started licking the floor. Like, no. So yeah, all you gotta do is just add the stuff in. If you want, you can also just rinse out the cans with water and then dump that into the soup, which might need to be done based on how little liquid I am seeing. But that's okay. That's fine. No, it's fine. No, everything's fine. Nothing is going terribly, terribly wrong. Sometimes I've added less corn. It just depends on your taste. Now this makes a lot of soup. Let me be honest with you. This makes a heck of a lot of soup. This is my big pot that I use for soup. And so yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to add some some water because this is not a stew. This is a soup. Alright, so this is about the liquid content that you want. Now we didn't drain out the grease. You could, if you really wanted to. I like the extra little bit of flavor. The only problem is if you leave in that beef grease or whatever you want to call it, when it cools off, you're gonna get like this hardening of grease on top of your soup, but you can get that off really easy with just a spoon. You don't even have to really work hard to get it off. Also, if you're like me and you like to freeze a bunch of food for whenever you just don't feel like cooking, this will freeze around 2 quart containers, and then you'll have a little bit to put into your refrigerator. Now, I'm adding the taco seasoning. And like I said, we're just going to go the whole package today. There we go. Oh, hello? I can feel like this chunk. Whatever. You know what? It's not that important. I don't usually add the whole thing. There is one chunk left in the whole package. It must come out. But yeah, so this is going to be what I'm eating for the next couple days. Because I'm lazy. No, more like because I got other things that I want to be cooking. Like tomorrow, hopefully, if I wake up early enough and all that stuff, I am going to be making some blueberry chocolate chip brownies for my boss. Hopefully, hopefully I remember to take those dog treats to her to see what Biscuit thinks of them. Because I made those dog treats for Biscuit, and I didn't take them. But anyway, yeah, you're going to want to, now that that's all incorporated and everything, I'm just going to leave my spoon here because it doesn't matter anymore. You're going to come up here, I always put mine on 3.5 for whenever I'm just cooking. But right now, you're going to want to bring it up to high. Everything in there is cooked and everything, but you want to bring it to a boil. I don't know why, to be completely honest with you. It's just how I've learned to do it. You're going to want to bring it to a boil, and supposedly that helps all the flavors kind of mix together. And once it comes to a boil, you can go ahead and bring it down to a simmer. For me, that would probably be around 2 to low, and just kind of let that the flavors all kind of commingle a little bit, and then you can just turn it off after you bring it to a boil. That is totally up to you, because like I said, everything's come from a can, the meat's been cooked. It's just a matter of letting that taco seasoning really get into the meat and really get into everything so that it all has a single flavor, basically. You will still taste everything, but it will have an overarching flavor of the taco seasoning. And so this is taco soup. What I usually do is just I add some sour cream and any kind of cheese that I feel like or happen to have in the fridge. And then that's it. That's how I eat it. I have some chips sometimes with it. Sometimes I crush them up in it. You know, whatever you feel like. That's just how you do it, though. Like, you don't have to do it my way. Sometimes I add... Now, I've got some green chili peppers in this that was mixed in with the tomatoes. So this is already going to be slightly spicy. But typically, I would say add some hot sauce. But that's because I like my food slightly hot. Excuse me? Oh, some of it, like, ran down the pot. But yeah, I'm bringing this to a boil. And I'll probably have a screenshot or a picture of it in a bowl and hopefully looking pretty. I don't know. I don't usually do pretty shots. I don't know what I'm going to be doing with this whole cooking thing. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to keep it up. I feel like I'm being boring. But anyway, that's taco soup. It looks kind of gross. It looks like chili, kind of. I've never made chili. Maybe I'll make chili one day and and be sad that I can't make it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I will see you guys next Sunday with another cooking video, and I don't know, maybe Wednesday I'll do some weird video at some point. Yeah. Anyway, peace out, guys.